Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Queers of Time podcast.
I'm Matt.
I'm James.
I'm Kenny.
And I'm Kat.
And this is a podcast to talk about all the gay stuff in the Wheel of Time.
Because we're gay and we like the Wheel of Time. Well, welcome to this new episode, and we have some new Patreon today to give a shout out to. So shout out to Kitsu Nigari and Sophia. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it. And as always, thank you to our feral venerator of Surain, Lurks. She's amazing.
Yes, she is.
The episode from last week was with her, so now you know Lurks, and she's amazing.
Yes.
And this is an episode. This is basically the first episode we are recording after the holiday break. We decided to not plan anything at all because we were lazy as fuck. This is basically it. And also we just wanted to hang out with each other without having the stress of having to figure out what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, also, I mean, if you guys think that all the other episodes are chaos, we actually put a lot of planning into those.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah, those. Oof.
Those.
Oof.
Sometimes we have like 10 pages of notes for an episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Even the Shadow Span episode, there was actually a lot of notes for the...
There was.
I like Shadow Spawn, so I was like, this is what I would write my dissertation on if I went to higher education.
Yeah, sometimes there's like, for random episodes, there's going to be one of us really into it and then making like a big paragraphs about that. Bunch of notes.
So this is the truest, the rawest form of a chaos episode for us.
Yeah, we have some idea of what we're going to talk about because to give some context, this episode is going to come out like mid-February or something like that. But right now it's like right after the 10th anniversary of the Memory of Lights. So there was some reveal on that. I have no idea what happened there because I did not follow that thing at all. I was in a car, okay? I had to drive back home. And also like my focus hasn't been great these days. But that's another issue. And
that's a separate episode.
That's a separate episode. And yeah, and I think the other thing we may mention at some point is like I met Ayoola Smart 3 days ago, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna rant about that, okay?
You should, as you should.
What do we want to talk about first? James, you've been very quiet and judging us right now.
No, so what happened is I just looked at all of our tags on Twitter because I was like, what's happening? Why am I getting notifications? And the American Dialect Society announced the 2022 word of the year. And their word of the year is the suffix ussy.
So did people tag us for that?
And people are tagging us. People are like... So I was reading the article.
Listen, what a perfect way to start off the year with this podcast. Could not be any better if we planned it. Perfect.
I'm reading the American Dialect Society's, like, it's a very professional article. And
it's just ussy.
And also, by the way, Matt is not there today, and it's sad because Matt would have loved that.
I know. Oh my god, we're gonna have to tell him that he's gonna love this so much.
Yeah, this is just... The selection of the suffix ussy highlights how creativity in a new word formation has been embraced online in venues like TikTok. The playful suffix builds on the word pussy to generate new slang terms. The process has been so productive lately on social media sites and everywhere else that it has been dubbed ussification. For more on the ussy phenomenon, see the Vulture article by Bethy Squires. We asked linguists why people are adding ussy to every word. Riffing off bussy, a portmanteau of boy and pussy.
Oh my god.
Now everything is a cat or a cavity. A calzone is a pizzussy.
Oh my god.
A wine bottle has a winussy. See also Michael Dow's scholarly paper, A Corpus Study of Phonological Factors in Novel English Blends.
Oh my god.
That's
incredible.
Oh, here. I feel like I should read the full press release. Oh, good. It's 4 pages.
Oh, nice.
It's a scholarly article that's 4 pages long.
A scholarly article about Ussy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my God.
They literally say, like, this is... I've never heard of the American Dialect Society, and I realize it's not like, Dictionary.com's Word of the Year or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, seeing them have a press release that says Word of the Year 2023, Bussy.
Bussy, yeah.
As in bussy, boy pussy.
Yes. God, oh my God.
Such a great way to start this episode.
Oh yeah, perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Amazing. Oh boy. Matt is unfortunately not here with us right now. And I'm very sad that Matt is not here to experience this announcement, because this is very relevant to Matt's interests.
Yeah.
I don't put Ussy everywhere. Matt does.
Yes. This is very much of a Matt vibe.
Yeah.
And we love it.
We love it.
Yeah.
Because we love Matt.
Exactly.
Most of the time.
Well.
I'm trying to find...
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of this being like the 10th anniversary of A Memory of Light, I remember being on Facebook and...
Facebook?
Posting, like, page by page. This was 10 years ago.
Because I was like, are you still on Facebook right now?
I have a Facebook account, but...
I have Facebook account, which is basically for people to remember when my birthday is, but that's it.
Oh, yeah. And that's it.
And for me to not answer their birthday messages, because why would I?
No.
But I made a whole bunch of posts that, like, page 337. What? It was just stupid stuff.
Aww.
Yeah, literally, page 358. Finally. I think that's when Maureen came back.
Okay.
I don't know.
So this was when, because she comes back in, what's the book? What's the name? Is it Towers of Midnight?
A Memory of Light. No, when she comes back in Rand...
Okay. I was like, she doesn't come back, like, she's not back in A Memory of Light. She's back earlier than that, right?
She's back earlier, but that's when Rand sees her again. She, make her appearance at the right moment, the right time.
Yes.
To be wise.
Yeah.
And...
Which it's still, I mean...
Oh, no, I lied.
I can't.
Apparently that is when a gay dude appeared.
What?
I'm reading through my comments on Facebook, and page 358 is when a gay dude appeared.
Oh, okay.
And again on page 704.
Oh.
Is that the general, or is that...
Fun fact, I haven't read this book in 10 years, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I think there's 2 moments. There's one with Angel and Peva, where Angel is a bit jealous of what she thinks about one guy, and Peva is like, oh yeah, but he's into dude anyway.
He's gay.
Very gay.
Yeah.
And there was also another general, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. We talked about that too. Yeah. It was I think quite a few episodes ago.
It was last year, so...
It was last year, who knows? God. How many times are we gonna do this, Camille?
I mean, technically in that episode, it's only the first time. They don't know that I've already said that before the episode, okay?
This is true. You're right.
So we wanted to talk about Memory of Light because there was this...
Yes.
I didn't follow, but I think there was this live stream with Bernard Sanderson. And some revelation about Lanfear.
Which, I mean, the revelation itself is not... I wasn't surprised by it. I am delighted by it, though. Like, it does make me happy.
Okay.
Because what else would happen?
Can one of you explain to me what the revelation was? Like, I kind of know what it is, but if...
Oh, the revelation is that Lanfear is alive at the end of the series.
Yes.
Yeah.
She not dead.
And...
She compulsed Perrin into thinking he killed her or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
So Perrin is convinced that he is the end-all be-all in Tel'aran'rhiod. Like, he is it's just a weave guy. He thinks that literally he is the best thing that ever happened to Tel'aran'rhiod, and no one is more skilled than him there.
Yes.
But he ends up being Lanfear's patsy, pretty much. And Lanfear, who has been doing this for hundreds of years, is like, you're literally a child and I hate you and you're stupid. I'm going to use you to, like, do what I want. So she convinces him that he killed her, and then she is just, like, out and about. And her reasoning behind that is, no matter what happens at the end of the books, if the good guys win, then she's fucked. If the bad guys win, she's also fucked because she has to deal with like Moradin and the Dark One and stuff, and she's always been playing her own game, and they're eventually going to punish her for it. So her only conclusion was she needs to be alive, but no one needs to know that she is alive.
Which makes complete, like, again, it makes complete sense. It makes complete sense. Yeah.
I kind of feel like we had mentioned something similar to that in the podcast in the past.
I don't think so.
Not really like that. Not like, more like if we were to change some stuff, make hypotheses, or having... Yeah.
I think it was in the Queering the Forsaken, one of the one where we talked about Lanfear. And I was thinking that too. Like, I hope for the show they let Lanfear be like all that she can be, all that she, like, you know, like, because I feel like in the books they never quite get here, and I feel, I wish that we had gotten this Lanfear throughout the series, like this Lanfear who's like constantly, you know, playing chess.
The problem is that I don't think we have a lot of Lanfear POV, and when you see only someone from, like, especially the last few books, you see her through Perrin's eyes, and Perrin is, no offense, but he's a bit dumb.
Well, yeah.
It's not the smartest.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart. So I feel like it probably impacts how we see her.
I agree.
And that's a good thing about the TV show, because since it's this external POV, you're not influenced too much by how someone think about someone else.
Exactly.
Like your perception of them. So, I want Lanfear to be scary and badass and smart and amazing.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm going to hate her, but I'm going to love her too.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Yeah, I think the show is going to do a really good job with Lanfear, because I think that she was not... I don't think she was underutilized in the books. I think a lot of stuff happened behind the scenes that I would like to have seen.
Exactly.
In person.
Yeah.
Or not in person, but...
On page.
On page, yeah. I would have liked to see all of these, like, machinations happening. And honestly, I'm, like, really curious as to, like, what she's going to do in the Fourth Age, because is she going to, like... I mean, if she's outright evil, then she's just going to get caught again, probably. Maybe.
Yes.
But who knows?
Yeah. The thing is, Lanfear never struck me as someone who's, like, outright evil. She's very much more like if we're talking D&D alignments, she's more on the neutral side of things. Like she's I mean, she's just doing it for herself. She's in it for herself. Yeah, she's all about, and like I can respect that. And so, like, I don't think even the bad things she does, she's not doing them to be necessarily like this, like, evil master planner.
Yeah.
She's doing it for herself. Like, she's doing it for her own gains. And, you know, I think if, like, playing the good guy were to be to her benefit, she would absolutely do that. She would have no problem doing that, because Lanfear is about Lanfear. And I love that for her.
See, so my immediate thought about, like, when I realized that Lanfear was alive, I was like, maybe she and Moraine hook up.
Ooh. Keep talking.
No, that was it. That was just like...
Maybe they hook up.
I'm not going to write an erotica for you. Thank you very much.
Oh, no. Curses.
But I was thinking, like, if she probably will keep tabs on Moraine, because Moraine was the one that killed her, and she's, you know...
Yes.
Still mad. She's big mad about that.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that would be really, really interesting if they just, I don't know, maybe she... Oh, no, my mind went to a dark place.
Well, you have to say it now, because I feel like I felt kind of the vibe of what you were going to say, and now you have to say it. So the floor is yours, James.
I can't remember if she's... I mean, I assume she is strong enough to weave illusion still, as Sindane.
I think so. I'm assuming so.
So what if she disguised herself as Suan and then fucked with Moraine?
No! I don't think Lanfear would be the type of person to do that. Like, she's too proud of herself to disguise as someone else to fuck someone.
Yes. Not someone she knew. Like, she would disguise herself as like just a random person, but not like she would. I'm conflicted.
That does feel more... I mean, I'm not saying... Like, that feels like another day for, like, someone like Semirog.
Yes.
But I think for Lanfear, she would... Like, this woman literally killed her.
Yes. That's true.
She would stoop that low, and she's gone mad before.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally, when she died, it was "Who is Avienda?"
Yes,
screaming,
which is like still iconic. I love that moment. It's so good.
I mean, she can go ballistic.
Yes, she can.
And I think she could channel that.
She could.
I think she could channel that into being, like, making Moraine's life hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, like, for example, channeling an illusion to fuck Moraine.
Not to fuck her. To fuck with her.
To fuck with her. Okay.
To, like, see her, not to have sex. They're not gonna bone. God, lesbians are the worst.
Oh!
I mean, you started with this with a hookup, so that's
what you said!
Play back the tape.
So I'm sorry I misunderstand you, but I understood you were using an illusion in order to fuck Moraine, not to fuck with Moraine. And that's what I was disagreeing with.
Yes!
Okay, let's all play back the tape.
This is what I understood as well.
Camille, post-production... Go back and play this, and then you can insert something afterwards.
It's fine if I'm wrong. I'm not a native English speaker. I'm allowed to be wrong.
No, I am with you. Camille. This was also what I thought.
So what if she disguised herself as Suan and then fucked with Moraine?
Fuck. James was right.
Okay, well, what I meant if I said that was to fuck with Moraine. Okay. Like, she'll see Suan out of the corner of her eye.
Yeah, that she totally would do.
Oh, she would do that for sure.
For sure.
Like Moraine is just walking around and she sees Swan, like, off in the distance, and then, like, yeah, it keeps happening.
It keeps, like, once she's like, oh, I'm just sad. Mm-hmm. And then it keeps happening and it slowly, like, drives her crazy.
Yeah.
And she's in the cottage in the woods, like,
yeah,
boarded up.
Yeah. Like, she believes that Swan is alive, but she can't find any evidence of it. Oh, that's dark. God.
That could go very dark. That would be fascinating.
That's dark.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying, I will read that fanfic. Someone write that fanfic, I will read it.
I would read it.
Yeah.
I would read it.
I think it would be amazing if Moraine, like, actually got to kill Lanfear.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know Lanfear is obsessive.
Yes.
She fixates on one person.
Yes, she does.
Lose Theron, done.
And also both Moraine and Lanfear have lost a lot of their power due to their time in the Tower of Genji.
Yep.
Lanfear is allowed to be absolutely freaking pissed about that. So...
Sure.
I mean, Moraine has that Angreal, so, like, she's not quite back to full strength, but she's...
But she's okay. She's doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Yes.
Yeah. Another reason to be mad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm just saying that there's definitely ways for Lanfear to be obsessed by Moraine.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, gosh.
No, I think it would be amazing.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Oh, yeah. I'm reading through my Facebook post where I was like, first page to make me cry, 168. Second page to make me cry, 169. First page to make me go, oh shit, 173.
Now, is there any context to what's happening?
Oh, no, because this was the day of release. So I got it at midnight at a Walmart.
Gotcha.
Because some Walmarts put the books on shelf a few days early.
Right.
And I was, like, hunting around every Walmart in my area trying to find it. None of them had it. Mm-hmm. And then I just got it at midnight because there was a Walmart that was open 24/7. And I was like, put it on the shelf. Put it on the shelf right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are yelling at me.
They're yelling? Who?
Just friends from 10 years ago. They're like, stop it. Shut up. And I'm like, y'all know you can hide this post, right? And then... someone said, isn't that like closing the barn door after the horses have bolted? It's already been read. And I'm like, I told you a page number, bitch.
Yeah.
It's a page number.
That's not spoilers. Yeah, those aren't spoilers.
It's not like me telling my sister that Dumbledore had died just because they were pissing me off.
Camille!
Oh, that's who you were? That's who you were?
They were really pissing me off. But also, as a result, I wasn't allowed to read book 7 until everyone in my family had read it, and everyone was taking good time forever. So.
Camille, that is ice cold.
I don't even remember what happened.
Oh my god. Okay. This is a good piece of trivia to know about Camille.
I would do it again. No, probably not.
James is buffering right now.
No, I'm still reading my Facebook posts.
Oh, you're reading?
Oh, yeah. They just don't care about us.
I'm going to go grab my copy of A Memory of Light really quick, because I was like, what
Okay.
death made me actually sad on page 691?
Oh.
691.
Who dies in A Memory of Light?
Swan.
Swan.
Egwene?
Who?
Egwene?
That's right, Egwene. Okay, Egwene, Swan. What other big...
Ruark.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care about Ruark. Who gives a fuck? Watch, 691 is Ruark.
That at that time, you just don't remember it. At that time, you were just, like, obsessed with Ruark. Let's see.
Oh, it's Suan. Suan dying at 691, yep.
Oh, absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Bullshit.
Absolute bullshit.
It's a you blink and you miss it moment.
Oh my god, I'm so mad about it still.
Good lord. This is just going to be cat going, bullshit.
I know, it's just going to be me muttering under my breath. Just like...
The last line on that paragraph or that section where Moraine dies is, it's Min's point of view.
When Swan dies, not Moraine.
Where Suan died.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. When Suan dies, she says, she was never wrong. Sometimes Min hated her accuracy, but she was never wrong.
It's not even... See, that's what gets me. It's not even in that moment, it's not even about Swan.
Yeah.
No, it's about Min.
Oh my god.
You know what? After the fucking year we had in terms of, like, after 2022 was in terms of, like, sapphic media and TV show and this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gosh, the Wheel of Time better give me a win.
Come through. Give us a win. Give us the win.
I need a fucking win. I need 6, 7, 8 season of good queer content. I am so tired.
It's
apparently I was sad about Gawain dying too.
Oh, that's interesting.
I would not have bet that.
Did you like Gawain?
I think it was mostly because of Egwene's reaction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was sad. Yes. Yeah.
I was mostly pissed off because it's like when Gawain dies, you know Egwene is gonna be next soon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because yes, like her immediate reaction is to draw as much as the one power as she could using Vora's Songreal, and then
Yep.
She just goes and kills herself.
Yep.
Dumb bitch.
Jesus.
I apologize. Okay. We can stop talking about A Memory of Light.
It's a chaotic episode. We don't have to follow anything. So if you want to keep talking about Memory of Light, we can.
Yeah. We can do... Listen, it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
We have the power.
It's our show, not yours.
We have the power. We have the reins. It's all us, baby.
I'm just trying to figure out what I was mad about on this page, but I don't know.
Too bad.
736, less epic than it should have been.
Is that the Mildred's death or something like that?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, no, it's Galad.
Oh.
It's Galad dying. Or we assume that he died, like, when Demandred, like, takes him out.
Okay.
I think 770 is... My comment was, fuck, really?
I just love the, like, it's... I mean, this is the way that you do spoilers. It's like there's no... It's just page numbers and, like, just a couple words, and that's it.
Yeah. That was when Bella died.
Oh, wow. Well, that's fair.
Sounds appropriate.
It sounds very appropriate, yeah.
Look, it was sad. You guys...
I know. I'm not making... That was genuine.
I know. I'm just saying, you guys... I'm not dismissing your experiences as new fans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I am just saying that I have had a relationship with this horse longer than...
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I have an official bumper sticker, licensed bumper sticker that says Bella is a dark friend.
Oh my god. You've been through it with Bella.
I've been through it.
You've been through it. Highs and lows. Look at that. Peaks and valleys.
778 and 779, I said, should not have made me tear up, but did.
Mm-hmm. What was that to?
Oh, that was Galad coming back.
That is a good moment, though.
It is. It's nice. I didn't expect that pairing, but...
That book is really it's unfortunate. That was really the first time where I was like, I really like Galad. I wish we had gotten more of this, like Galad like this. I don't know. I hope he gets there sooner on the show. that is kind of my hope with Gilad, because I feel like he has a lot of potential, and I hope he gets to that point a little bit, a little quicker.
I mean, he's also a channeler, so...
There you go.
I'm happy.
I'm into it.
Oh, and then on 785, I said too much, and it was when Melar murdered Birgitta.
Okay. That's fair. As in, you're feeling too much about Birgitte?
I felt it was it was graphic-ish.
Graphic. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then on 795, a friend commented, "I think I yelled out loud," and that's when Egwene died.
Oh yeah. That was so. I remember the first time I read A Memory of Light. I had the first time I read the series, like full all the way through. I had a complicated feelings about Egwene. I went back and forth on her a lot. And when that moment happened, I was so much more upset than I thought I was going to be. Yeah, it's heartbreaking because like when it happened and like thinking back, I was like, of course this is the way that it ended though. It makes so much sense. And it's like, I know some people have different opinions on it about whether or not she should have died or whatnot. I personally think it was the logical end to her character because, I don't know, parallels? What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, I'm laughing because it's not that I wasn't listening to you.
No, I know. You were multitasking.
It was that I was reading.
Yeah.
I agree that the parallels are like really, really... The story's always been Rand and Egwene in my mind.
Yeah.
And I think it's done beautifully, beautifully well. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just... I can never not look at it through that lens.
Yeah.
Because their journeys are just... They're literally, like...
They're on parallel journeys for, like, the entire series. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they both die. But the man gets to come back.
This is the thing. If they had both... That is the point of contention for me. If,
both should have died.
Yes, exactly. Either they both should have died, or they both come back. But I think both coming back would have been too much, so they both should have died. And that should have been it.
Yeah, because if they both came back, then there would have been, like, 0 important casualties.
Exactly.
I'm not saying Suan was not an important casualty.
She's not one of the main...
Yeah, she's not one of the originals.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's not in Amon's Field 5.
Exactly.
My favorite line from... I'm realizing that it's been 10 years since I've read this book.
Uh-huh.
Because I picked it up and I was like, first page to make me cry, 168.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Maureen coming back.
Okay.
And then... There's this line, "Who is this woman?" Rodan said, "and what is she blathering about?" And I'm like,
bitch, who the fuck you?
Ma'am,
excuse you.
You shut the fuck up.
Excuse you.
Oh, dare you?
How dare you?
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Have we lost James? James gonna just reread A Memory of Light now.
James has gone down A Memory of Light. Yeah, James is just straight up reading the book now, is what's happening.
I kind of am.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know.
Close that book, throw it away. Well, no.
Throw it away?
Put it delicately away.
Yes. Very delicately and lovingly put it down.
This is signed by Brandon, Harriet, Maria, and Alan.
Wow.
So no. I was the first among equals at the book signing, so I was in charge of the Seattle leg of the book signing for this book.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's awesome.
And that's where I got my Raffo card from Brandon.
Ah.
Because they used to give out he gave out actual cards that said Raffo if you asked him a question that he couldn't answer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I love it. Camille, would you like to...
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Camille, you need to talk about your great lesbian moment of the week.
No, but like...
Camille and the great lesbian moment.
Why are you saying it's like that? It's...
Well, because it's accurate.
I'm like, am I wrong?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Okay, but like, okay, so to give some context, Ayoola Smart was playing in a play in London, starting December, ending mid-January. So we went to see that with a few other folks from the Twitter of Time community. We planned that and we're excited about that. So funnily, I brought my twin, which is always, this was my first time my twin was meeting Twitter of Time people.
Oh.
She's a bit judging us since that. But that's fine.
Well, as she should.
I'm used to that. And anyway, so there was Sulin, which I don't know if you know, like you know the girl with the big tattoo map on her arm.
Oh yes,
yes, Sulin, and she had seen the play a few weeks earlier, and funnily, before the play, she was like, I'm not going to tell you anything. I had no idea what the play was about because I just, booked a ticket because it was Ayoola Smart.
Sure.
And she told us, her character kind of have some Avienda vibe.
Oh.
She has some very big Avienda vibe from the first scene. Guess what the first scene was?
Huh. Is she in an igloo? She's in an igloo?
Is she eating someone out?
I mean...
Is she eating out Elaine in a bathtub?
It's not the first scene of the play, but the first scene of Ayoola Smart's character is basically her, like, she's queer in the play, and her first scene is basically bringing a girl home and making out with her, and then they talk for 5 minutes on a bed.
Okay.
And I was like, I looked at Sully and I was like, girl, come on.
She wanted it to be a nice surprise.
I didn't know the play was going to be fruity, okay?
Yeah, there you go. It's the best kind of surprise.
You know, I'm used to going to see something and it being straight. So when it's gay unexpectedly, it's like the best gift you can give to a gay person.
I agree. It's fantastic.
So yeah, it was gay. It was... She was amazing. That was not the only Avienda moment. There's a moment where she's like, we're gonna kill them. I don't remember. I don't have I have the play somewhere, but like she's so let's take the spear and this kind of thing. She has very much of an Avienda vibe in that one.
That's awesome.
But she's also, her character kind of also reminded some people of Elaine, which was hilarious.
Oh, that is funny.
Because she's kind of an influencer. So you see her like doing TikToks and this kind of thing. And I'm like, that's such an Elaine thing.
Oh, for sure. Elaine would be a TikToker, for sure. An influencer. Yeah. Yeah.
But she was very, like, the play was really good. Like, not just Ayoola Smart, but like it was basically 6 women playing that. And
what's the name of it again?
Paradise Now.
Okay.
And it's basically about a pyramid scheme.
Ooh.
Which I was not expecting.
I love scheming women. It's one of my favorite genres.
Not scheming women. It's basically they get trapped into it, kind of.
Oh, they're trapped in it. Oh, okay. Oh.
It's pretty sad in the end, but it's also very funny, and also it was very smart and very well done. I was genuinely like, I came to the piece not really expecting anything, and I was genuinely surprised.
That's awesome.
And yeah, Ayoola Smart is very good, and I am super excited to see her in the Wheel of Time, and also we got to talk to her after that. So
I'm like, let's talk about that experience, because I'm like, the play sounds great, but I don't do plays; they're boring. Look, just put it on the screen if you want me to watch it.
You don't like plays?
I'm sorry, I'm not cultured.
That's fine.
Unless there's music, no. I like musicals. I suck dick. There has to be music.
Listen, there was so many Taylor Swift transition during that play. That was pretty nice.
I'm just, okay, so what was it like meeting Ayoola Smart?
She is so freaking sweet. Like, especially, after playing this character that has, I don't know, she has a very strong voice, and she's a character, she takes us space, and when you talk to Ayoola, she has such a soft voice, and she was genuinely so happy that we were like 6 people there to get a signature and to talk a little bit with her. And I think we were the first group of people that came to the play just to see her and just to talk to her. So she was like, oh, so cute. And also, like, we learned a few things that were very fun. Like, for example, so she has 2 sisters who read all the books multiple times. So, So when she told them that she was gonna play Avienda, one of them was like very excited, and the other was like, not sure that fits you.
I don't see it. I don't see it for you. What She's such a sister. That's such a sister reaction. It's perfect. She's like, no, I don't see it for you. I don't know about that.
I was like, yes, I got sisters. I can feel that.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
And she also asked us what we thought of the first season. So we were mostly all like very like happy about the show. We have a few complaints, but like we're pretty chill about that. So she seemed happy with that. She is excited for us to see season 2, but I mean,
did anybody have the gall to ask things that she couldn't answer, or were people in general very respectful?
We were very respectful.
Okay.
Like, I think the only thing we asked that I asked that she could not answer was like, because she mentioned that she was gonna start filming season 3 soon. So I was like, oh, soon?
Soon?
Like, I cannot say. But she was very excited to go back to Prague to film.
Yeah. Okay.
And but yeah, for season 2, she was like, it's still gonna be a while. So I'm not expecting it until at least. I'm not expecting it until at least this summer, but it's still 2023. Unless there's something that has changed, it's 2023. I know that.
It's still 2023. Yeah. I'm thinking, my guess right now is like at the absolute earliest, it might be May. May would be the absolute earliest for me for it to come out.
I mean, my goal is that we get an exclusive screening at JordanCon.
Yeah.
Where we all have to sign NDAs or something.
Well, I mean,
that would be my wish and my hope.
I'm not going to be there at JordanCon.
Neither am I.
Well, I'm sorry.
James is like, well, I don't know what you want me to do about that, but...
Kat, are you going to try to go to WhatCon or you don't know yet?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It really is going to depend. Like, it's really going to depend.
You have a stable job now. You can go.
You know.
Splurge.
It's not like I'm saving up to do like a big move between cities or anything, right?
I'm just saying, I mean, here's the thing. I would offer to like help you out and let you stay in our hotel or something, or hotel room, but there's going to be so much fucking happening and you don't want to be anywhere near that, so.
Are you talking about you're talking about JordanCon, not WhatCon, James, right? Or
I can't go to WhatCon.
Okay.
That's 2 trips. Like, flights from the West Coast, you know how they're always super expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I can't afford 2 of those.
I'm considering trying to go to WhatCon, but I need to make a decision like soon. Otherwise, flights, because especially like it's in July and it's the worst time for flights.
Where's WhatCon is where?
Columbus, Ohio. That's what I was asking you, because that's actually not too far from you.
It's not too far. It's so for some reason, what's the one that's in Europe? Is that MalkyRieCon?
MalkyRieCon in Manchester. This one I'm gonna go, but it's like in September.
Okay, right. That I think that's what my brain was confusing the two, and so I was like, oh no, I can't go over there. But I mean, it might be because it's Ohio is closer. It's like the thing is, flights out of Toronto, flights out of Canada are insanely expensive. Like even in the best of times, they're quite pricey. And now it's it's terrible, the worst. So I don't know. It's really going to depend. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
If I can find a cheap flight and I can find someone to room with for WhatCon, then maybe. But yeah, the cheapest flight I'm finding is like $500. So
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, the only reason we both do JordanCon is because we get a buy one, get one free plane tickets. So otherwise, Travis would stay home.
Yeah.
Love you, babe.
He's around?
No, he's at Costco.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like this episode wasn't super chaotic.
It wasn't. So this is interesting.
So maybe we don't need to prepare anything.
Maybe we don't. I don't think we should not take this and run with it, though. Because knowing us...
We should take this... We should try.
Yeah.
We should try one more time just to kind of see.
To see what happens?
I guess it also depends on the topic. Because right now we're both talking about like very like news topics kind of. Because it's like events that happened in the past few days.
Yes. Yeah, I think if we're talking about like in-depth things, we need to do some planning. But this has been surprisingly... like, not as chaotic. Yeah, it's $614 return.
It's also because Matt is not there. And
this is true. Matt brings the chaos.
It's not just Matt. It's Matt and James when they are together.
It's the combo.
It's us riffing off of each other. Yeah, we're not safe.
We're not safe.
I don't know, Kat, if you already looked at the transcript for the Shadowspan episode.
I'm going to look at it after this. I'm intrigued.
I put a bonus at the end. And because the part where he says that, I actually had to cut it because they were saying stuff that I just could not put in the podcast. But that specific part, I liked it. And it just
Did you censor us?
Yes. I do, yes.
Is this homophobia?
No, it's self-preservation.
So, James, I think you would agree. Sometimes homophobia is correct, you know.
I mean, some people don't deserve rights, and I understand.
Some people do not deserve rights, and
it's not about rights. It's about what's actually something that can be said, and sometimes we say things that should not be said.
Wait, what was said? I'm curious because we say a lot of shit.
That wasn't even that bad. I'm literally going through it right now. I'm like,
yeah, but like I already cut some stuff. So like the extract that I put at the end is fine, but the part it was inside was not fine.
Do I have to download the unedited thing just to watch it?
Yes, you do.
You don't have to because it's going to be on YouTube/Patreon at some point, so you can
true.
You can check that then.
Wait, it should be on there now because the Patreons get early access.
No, the early access is only for the audio part.
Audio.
The video is on Monday. I look into it and check it out, but yeah, I think I was like, no, I'm not gonna put that in, but I like that part, so I'm gonna cut it and put it at the end. And it's basically just Kevin saying like, did you notice that Matt and James just constantly how did he say that again? You have the transcript in front of you, James. What did he say again?
They do trade blows. I don't know if you noticed this when you're editing because I assume that you do a lot of the editing. But often they're trading blows back and forth, being grossed out and each other. Like, why would you say that? Oh man, how could you do this? And then it's just back and forth. And Camille says, yeah, that's pretty much the podcast. And Matt made a comment about like, I like how Kevin makes my voice. And I said, I like how you assumed that was your voice. And then Matt said, well, it certainly wasn't yours, Mr. Purse Falls Out. And I'm like, you have one joke. That is Matt's one joke about me, and it's a joke I told him. It is a joke I told him about gay voice and how when people talk, a purse falls out of their mouth, and he latched onto that like it was an everlasting gobstopper.
It's a good joke.
It's a good joke.
Wait, but why so this had to be cut, or this is in the episode?
No, that's in the transcript.
That part is fine. It's what was around that was not fine.
What was around it, though? I need to know.
I don't even remember.
Also, by the way, I just looked at flights from Toronto to Columbus, Ohio, and it's $614 return.
Fuck!
Canadian.
Fuck!
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's expensive.
That's fucking expensive. Gosh.
Jesus Christ.
I'm reading this transcript and I am just so happy that I don't do transcripts anymore.
How long is this one? Just for my own sanity?
About an hour.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You know what? I have lots of time today. That's good.
I don't know. I was scrolling up and I see this line that is Camille saying, my boobies hurt just from hearing that.
I love getting these little bits and pieces just completely out of context because it really does give me something to look forward to.
I mean, we ranked Shadowspawn based on fuckability.
Oh, that's fun. Which one was the most fuckable? I'm curious. What's number one?
I mean, so Matt only gave us like 5 choices, but I think we all ranked either Golem. Okay. I think we ranked Golem pretty high.
Yeah.
Except for Kevin. Kevin, it was like Trollocs or something like that.
Trollocs number 1? Well, okay.
I mean, because Golem are basically humans.
Yes, exactly. That makes complete sense.
So, because we were talking about flight tickets, I'm just looking curiously, like, just to let you know, if I in Europe, like, if I would like to go to Madrid sometimes to visit because it's a beautiful city and I'm god obsessed because of a TV show, of course. The round trip from London to Madrid, it's like $45.
I hate you. I hope you get burned at the stake. I hope they bring back witch hunting.
And I'm not even looking at, I'm looking for, March. So it's 2 months away.
It just makes me so angry. I am eternally jealous of people who live in Europe. Eternally jealous. Because, to give some context, to go to and from my partner's place, who lives, keep in mind, about 2 hours away from me, total is $32 to go there and back on transit.
Yeah. I mean, when I want to go to London, from Oxford to London, it's a 1 hour train and it's $30. So,
okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends where you go. Yeah.
And how you're going. That is very true. It depends how you're going.
Yeah, but the fact is you can take a train and you'll be there in 2 hours.
Yes.
I take a train for 2 hours and I'm still in Washington.
Same.
Yeah. I
haven't even gotten out of the greater Toronto area if I take a train for 2 hours. Sometimes I'm not even out of Toronto.
Yeah. Fuck America.
Oh, one of the things, back when this was a chaos episode.
Way back when this was a chaos episode.
In my day, I remember.
I
was saying that I was gonna make you guys guess gay male slang and subgroups and stuff. But we'll save that for another episode.
Yeah, It's already a long episode. We can do that next month.
It is. We can do that for the next one. Yeah. This is I'm still so surprised. This was one of the least chaotic episodes we've ever done.
I'm pretty sure that once the post-production is done, we'll figure out that it's pretty chaotic.
I know. That's probably true.
Because we talked about a bunch of different things.
We did. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you like our podcast, please, follow us on the socials, Discord. What else Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Give us a review on Apple Podcast.
And also support us on Patreon, because producing this and doing this, it's expensive. And things are expensive, yo. Is there anything else?
We have 10 reviews on Apple Podcasts now, and we have 4.7 out of 5.
Look at us go.
Who put us less than 5? Fuck you.
Hard to understand. Sounds like this is a conversation on a cheap speakerphone, making the French lady and the vocal fry guy almost unintelligible.
That's a very old one, though.
I know, but it makes me happy.
I know it does. Because it makes everyone else just furious.
Oh, we actually got one review in December.
Oh, that's exciting.
This is a delightful podcast. I love hearing the host insight into all things queers in Wheel of Time. They have great conversation, chemistry, and it's fun to tag along as a listener. Each host brings a unique perspective to the discussions, and they keep a good balance of humor and sincerity. This is such a niche podcast that I'm sure it won't reach as many people as it should, but I hope it does. It's cute.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was very nice. Thank you.
Thank you,
Lawat.
Is that what their name is?
Lahwot, so I'm saying it's Lawat.
Lawat.
Oh,
that was
cute.
very sweet.
Very sweet. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. Bye.
Anyway.
Thank you all for listening. This was Queers of Time, a Wheel of Time podcast. The music is Dance of the Witches by Julius H.